Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is REGANELITE here with another episode of Speaking My Mind. These things are going pretty interesting. I mean, some get more viewers than others. Some of you find it interesting, some of you find not bothered. Some don't care at all. I find it quite kind of nice. These episodes, I find them, just something to kind of just freely speak what I feel like talking about. I do sometimes before I hit record. I think about trying to veer myself way towards a topic that specifically I want to talk about. And one we're going to talk about is Ireland. Ireland, yeah, Ireland, guys. Yes. Did you know I'm part Irish? Yes, guys. Yes, it's absolutely 100% true. I have Irish blood in my veins. Sometimes I feel like I'm more Irish than English, I would say, given the reputation that the English, shall we say, have. Maybe, that's probably why I've got an Irish shirt. So what is my connection to Ireland? What do I think about the country and whatnot, guys, is kind of the gist of what I'm going to be talking about today. While I have not explored every single part of Ireland, I will say is that the parts that I have been to have been very lovely. One place that I'm very much familiar with myself is County Kerry. County Kerry holds a very special place to me. Because I've had family there up in County Kerry, and I'm not sure how much I want to give away. I'm being very careful. There's a lot of places that I've been to. So when I was younger, me and my dad, we would very younger. Me and my dad every year we would go to Ireland for a couple of days, visit family. There was family from my dad's father's side, and it was. We always had one full day, and then that one full day in Kerry, we would go somewhere for the day. Now, whether it be the Ring of Kerry, or just down to Killarney, or near the border with Cork, or we go across the Shannon River, take the Tarbert ferry over to Limerick. There were lots of day trips we would do, because we would spend the other 2 days spending time with relatives over there. Sadly, we don't have any family over there now, but at the time we had some family that we would go and visit. Now, why didn't the whole family go and visit? Probably money. I'd probably say money wise. I would say probably more than anything, or I'd probably say be the best answer. I mean, the whole family did 1 or 2 times go over there, but it wasn't like. But obviously, because it was my dad's side of the family, he made out of his way to try and go at least once a year, sometimes even twice a year, to go and see family over there. Because it was really important to him. And obviously family's really important. And considering it was literally, England and Ireland literally just next door to each other. And I remember so many trips that we had. People were always... I never found myself in a situation over there where just felt like people were very nice. It's the vast majority, I think. I don't recall any bad... I actually don't recall any really bad times in Ireland. Not that I can think of. I'm really trying to think really hard. Because the country really does hold a special place in my heart. Because of the many times I've been over there. And I really do want to go back there again with the missus. But the thing is that because I don't drive and my missus don't drive, you can't get around Ireland without a driver. You really can't. There's no such thing. There's not a bus. There is a bus service around certain places, but yeah, you ain't going to get around anywhere in Ireland without a driving licence, pretty much. It's a bog standard thing, especially in Kerry. I mean, you could probably get away with it in Dublin, but you ain't going to get away with it in Kerry. So, yeah. So, my dad used to chauffeur me around a couple of days. I remember one time, actually, me and my missus came over, and it was my mum would sometimes do the 4 of us We had a day trips or twos as well. So there was a couple of them happening before even most family over there either passed away or moved on or whatnot, because that's what happens with time. But Ireland was, how can I put this? I just loved the landscape, you know, the beautiful green, and at times it was incredibly peaceful. Just give me 1 second. And I just found myself kind of like, it was a holiday of sorts, these trips to Ireland. They were, you know, the scenery. I remember, if you ever go to Kerry, guys, you have to do the Ring of Kerry. It's absolutely beautiful. If you go, sometimes you have a bad luck. Yeah, certain time you might go, and it's really foggy, and it's like, you know, it can really be not the best of days. But you know, because Ireland does, obviously, of course, because of where it is, doesn't always have the best of weathers. But you know, sometimes you can get really, really good days. And I remember one time we did it, and the weather was really, really good at the Ring of Kerry. And wow, so it was just some spectacular views me and my dad used to look at, and it was lovely. I just felt like I was away from all my problems, like when I was younger. So I did have problems when I was younger. We all have our own issues and whatnot, but those times felt like a real break and a real kind of away from everything that was going on in my life. And the thing is, social media wasn't a thing as well. Wasn't really a big thing at the time. So you literally were switched off cut off from the outside. I felt like I was cut off from the rest of the world. You know, I remember the last few times I went to Ireland and having a connection to social media, I didn't have that same feeling that I used to have when I was much younger. But I have visited Dublin as well. It was a day trip as part of a trip that I went to, part of our holiday trip to Northern Ireland that I did. I didn't get to explore it as much as I wanted to. It felt like oh God, what's that thing doing? It just felt like a London-esque sort of feel to it. So, but I was only a day trip. So perhaps people watching will have better knowledge of it. But you know, Ireland meant a lot to me, and it had a very important impact on me as a child. And I always hold a place into it. I think it's funny that, or maybe it's ironic, maybe it's even fate, that somebody who I generally admire and respect in Max for what he does in his YouTube channel is actually someone who's originally from Ireland as well. My partner, believe it or not, is part Irish as well, but she was born and raised here in England, but she has family originally from Ireland as well. So, which is kind of is that a coincidence as well? It's an interesting thing, isn't it? How there's these connections that you find that connects from me to Ireland. It's a weird sort of feeling, but I do miss the country. I miss it a lot. So I will say this, guys: if you've not been to Ireland, go. Even if you're a bit older, if you can afford a trip to Ireland, take the opportunity. Hire a car, go for a drive. There's lots of lovely bed and breakfasts and whatnot you can stay in, and that kind of thing. If you can do County Kerry, do so. Ring of Kerry, Tralee, Dingle, Ballybunion. Yeah, there's this small town we drove past called Ballyduff all the time as well. There's lots of lovely little towns. Ballybunion, obviously, one with the famous castle. But definitely Put it on your bucket list if you haven't been to Ireland, guys. It's a lovely country. So, what do you guys make of Ireland? Have you been to Ireland? Or maybe you live in Ireland. Tell me some of your lovely stories about it. Tell me, like, what memories do you have if you want to share about Ireland? Excuse me. See, when I sneeze, see that sneeze, guys? When I sneeze, I sometimes do that 7 times in a row. You guys never see it because I never show it. But what is some of your history of Ireland, if any? Have you been to the country? What places you'd like to go? If you live in Ireland and you're watching this, share some of your memories of the country, whereabouts you live, and recommendations of places that I should go to if I haven't been to already. I have been to parts of Cork, but there are still more there to explore, obviously. So let me know in the comments section down below what you make of Ireland and the country. Like, share and subscribe as always, guys. I hope to catch you all very, very soon.